you. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, everyone. On behalf of Viet Vote Houston, I would like to welcome you all to our special guests who are present today with us to talk about the Get Out the Vote campaign starting this month. Once again, my name is Mai Nguyen, and I'm honored to serve as the moderator for this event today. First off, I would like to introduce some of our speakers for the Viet Vote Houston kickoff event today. First off, we have with us Dr. An Lan Nguyen, Executive Director of Institute for Civic Education in Vietnam, and she's also one of the co-founder of Viet Vote Houston campaign 3 years ago. We also have Ms. Tan Le, Board Chair of the Vietnamese Culture and Science Association. VCSA co-founded Viet Vote Houston campaign in 2022. They also just delivered a fantastic Viet Cultural Fest event at the NRG this past Saturdays, 2 Saturdays ago, so congratulations. And also Ms. Tang Nguyen, ICEVN community organizer. She's been instrumental for the successful Get Out the Vote campaign last year in 2024. We also have Ms. Ashley Nguyen, VCSA intern, as well as a member of our Viet Vote Houston team. We also have Ms. Mai An Vo, Viet Vote Houston intern, who's currently studying at the University of Houston main campus. And last but not least, we also have Mr. Kevin Nguyen, an enthusiastic intern of Viet Vote Houston. So welcome, everybody. So let's kick off this with Dr. An Lan Nguyen. Please give us an introduction of Viet Vote Houston and some of the highlights of the Get Out the Vote campaign for the last 3 years.
Thank you so much, Mai, and hello, everybody. Today is October 6th already, so the election is coming up very fast. We really would like to sincerely thank all the partnering organizations that has been working with us beautifully in the last 3 years. So Viet Vote Houston was founded in 2022. It just feels like yesterday, but actually it was formed 3 years ago when we received a grant from Houston in Action to encourage the voter outreach and also the number of voters from our Vietnamese American organization and communities. As some of you know, the Vietnamese American community is one of the most vibrant community here in Houston, but we only have a very low voter turnouts. We have 200,000 people in the number of people, but we only have about 75,000 people registered to vote. And out of that 75,000, every election season, we have anywhere from 30% to 40% voter turnout, which is very low. So in the last 3 years, Viet Vote Houston has helped to increase that pretty significantly, but it's still a small number. And the purpose of Viet Vote Houston is we really hope to bring up the number of voters show up at the poll from our Vietnamese American communities. And it is our honor to collaborate with Vietnamese Culture and Science Association and more than 20 other community organizations from our community in order to promote Get Out the Vote. And we're very excited for the upcoming election. Even it's not a very seasoned election because it's right after presidential election. It has very important election coming up, and we will talk about it later. But we're really excited, and thank you for the opportunity to connect today.
Thank you, Dr. An Lan. All right, and now on to Ms. Tan Le. First, congratulations on a great Viet Cultural Fest at the NRG Center that VCSA hosted and delivered on Saturday, September 20th. I heard so many great positive compliments about it. Can you please introduce yourself and VCSA role in the Viet Vote Houston?
Thank you, Mai, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be on today and to talk about the Viet Vote Houston and the importance of the upcoming election. As you know that 2 weeks ago when we had the Viet Culture Fest and we had a section for the Viet Vote Houston team to be there to talk and to explain and to encourage, because the Viet Culture Fest is a celebration at the Mid-Autumn Festival, so it geared to a lot of family, kids activity with the involvement of the Vietnamese Culture and Science Association joined forward to create the Viet Vote for our communities. Our goal is to encourage and to get the young professional to get involved and to step up to engage more in the community, especially with the brackets between 18 and 35. A lot of them don't take the civic engagement or step up to the pole is a serious step in their life and in their journey, but it's just their voice. They need to raise and they need to involve. So with that being said, there's a lot of things in store for today, and I'll get back to a little bit of the activity and what we have been done in the later on. But thank you so much for the opportunity for us to coming up here to share. And as on the screen, you see all the colorful and activity from the Culture Fest a couple weeks ago.
Thank you, Ms. Tunley. And now I'd like to check in with Ms. Tanga Nguyen, the community organizer from ICEVN. Can you please introduce yourself and also your role in the Viet Vote Houston for this upcoming election?
Hi, my name is Tinga Nguyen, and I am the community organizer for ICEVN and Viet Vote Houston. I'm really excited this year to be the community organizer again, because local votes matter. And especially this year, we have quite a bit of local votes within your community that are going to really matter. And that's where a lot of us will make a difference in our community, doing all the local work from the grassroots level and up. I'm very excited this year because we are hosting relational organizing meetings and with our people, our community, face to face, one on one, and this is where we will figure out which issues matter to our community. We have one on one conversations and get to know our community better, and from there, this is how we will mobilize our community and moving forward and sharing what will make a difference in our community. So that's what I'm really excited about.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Tanga. And now, Ashley and Kevin, can you please introduce yourself and your role in the Viet Vote Houston, as well as the upcoming election?
Do you want to start first, Kevin, or me?
I can start
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Okay. So my name is Ashley Nguyen. I'm currently a VCSA intern, so I work along Viet Vote Houston. And my thing is that as a Vietnamese American, I know there's so many of us in the Houston area. It's very important for us to be active in elections, and especially our local elections, because it's about the people we're putting into power for our values, our morals. Because if we aren't, how do I say this? If we aren't electing the right people or getting involved in community-wise, then what's really the point here? Because we believe in democracy and government. So what are we really doing if we're not being engaged?
Right on. Thank you so much for that, Kevin.
Well, that was an excellent point, Ashley. Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Nguyen. I graduated from the University of Houston last fall. I'm currently on a gap year, volunteer for different nonprofits. I had the great opportunity to serve as staff and MC for our Youth Empowerment Summit, or otherwise known as Yes Camp, this past August. And it was amazing. It was so inspiring just to see the spirit of civic engagement of our youth leaders. And I have been active with Viet Vote Houston as an intern since last August. And I've learned so many things, and it's just been a very fun time getting to experience all these fun projects and experience.
That's amazing. So wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. Now back to Dr. Lang. Can you please share with us some of the achievements Viet Vote Houston has accomplished in the last 2 years? And perhaps what did you learn from the last 2 years and what's in store for the next election?
So the first year was kind of rookie because we didn't know what to expect. So basically, we didn't collect enough information. So we didn't have a good information from the first year. Now the second year, we turned out about 6,000 people, and we very proud of that because out of those 5,000 people, about 3,000 more was a first year voter. And now this year we be more organized, and also thanks to the Yes Scam that just was mentioned before, we were able to outreach a lot more. Our goal initially was only 500, get 500 new young voters showing up at the poll, and we ended up with 7,000, more than 7,000 young voters in the age range from 18 to 35 show up at the polls, and that is incredible. It was thanks to the effort that we put together with the Yes Camp, where we partner with 6 other youth-led organizations in our cities, and each of the organization being involved with us doing all phone banking, text banking, and also we did quite a few community outreach all over the cities. And so for the adults, we were also able to outreach about 12,000 people, in which we turn out about 6,000 AAPI voters show up at the poll. So it was still a small number compared with the large need of our Vietnamese community, but this is a good start. And we continue to need more volunteers with Viet Vote Houston. So if you listen to this and you feel inspired to be engaged and to be involved, please contact us. Sign up with Viet Vote Houston. We have a website. We also vietvotehouston.org, or you can go to our Facebook or social media page and sign up with us so that we can make our voice heard. And one of the highlights of Viet Vote Houston this summer, as well as the last summer, was the Youth Empowerment Summit. It was one of the most wonderful event that where we actually provide a safe space for young voters to connect. First is to connect. Like this year, our theme is how can you build relationships? How can you establish a relationship with others? Because everything starts with a relationship, right? If you want to get other voters to show up at the poll, the first step would be relationship. So at the camp, we actually were able to conduct at least nearly 100 conversations among all of these young people about everything, about what's important to you, what's issues that really key for your future, and how can we get more involved to create the change we want to see in this community. So I'm very excited about the upcoming election, and we really hope that we can continue this tradition of Yes Camp to really not just promote civic engagement among the youth, but also to be able to build a connection, a network among all of young activists across the city of Houston and Harris County, as well as a little bit bigger, which is the Houston and vicinities.
Amazing. Yes. I remember what an experience. I remember the energy there was so high, and it was the very first time I noticed that the youth were discussing voting and getting out to vote in a way that was so passionate. So once again, congratulations to the Viet Vote Houston team and the Yes Camp for organizing such an amazing camp. Ms. Tan, do you have anything else to add about the camp?
Actually, there's so many different positive impact that we have seen from the camp. Adding on is the tradition of the VCSA, Vietnamese Culture and Science Association. We always aiming to encourage and get the young professional to get involved more and to step up to the place in the community. We had transitioning into the stage where after COVID, we had seen a lot of people and a lot of young people, they were very self-sustained. It's hard to bring them to the community or to the activity that they had to see the differences. But the Yes Camp gave the opportunity for them to collaborate, to work together, to come in the common sense of growing up in the environment, and also where the importance of each individual to add on to the impact where they live, especially for this year. A lot of people, they don't pay attention. They pay more attention to the presidential election, but the community where we live every day, there's a lot of issue, there's a lot of impact that if we don't raise our voice, we won't know what happened into daily life. For family, for kids, for the senior, everything in life that we're doing with our voice, our vote, our tax money that we spending in the community, and give the awareness of that, because we have people that come in from the office, the experienced one sharing their story, what impact they could do, and that's helped for the kids to be able to see and to be able to realize that, hey, if I don't do it for me, who gonna do it for us in the community, especially for the Asian community, that our voice tend to be a little bit less compared to everybody else. So it's very powerful to see all the TikTok, all the skit, all the story that they come up with, and the way that they can spread it and encourage others.
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Kevin, how about your thoughts? I know you came back from the Yes Camp, and please share.
Well, Yes Camp was extremely fun. It was extremely memorable. I met so many amazing people. I had the really good opportunity to serve as like the MC and like the game staff for Yes Camp, and I've learned so much things from this camp, and I've learned so much energy and enthusiasm from these campers. This camp really made me realize that our youth, our generation, have so much potential to create positive change towards our community, and that we're willing to do it. But it all starts being inspired to engage with all these changes to our community, and it all starts an inspiration for us to show up and be engaged to our community. That's why we're planning to have a few text banking, phone banking, and canvassing with other team, so that we can get the most people out as possible to come vote in the upcoming local election.
Awesome. Thank you. And now, last but not least, we also have a new intern here with us, Ms. Mai Anval. Please, if you can share a little bit, why did you want to get involved with this year campaign?
Hi everyone, my name is Mai Anvo. I'm a new intern for Viet Vote Houston this year. I'm currently a senior at the University of Houston, and I also serve as the service chair for the UH Vietnamese Student Association. And then as a college student in past years, at first I didn't really see like the importance of voting. And then after like my time with VSA, and then after I tried learning more about like voting and why it was important, I wanted to try to share like why I think voting is important to like other students as well. And then I've just learned so much like in my past month already at Viet Vote Houston, and I'm excited to see what's in store.
Awesome. Well, so glad to have you on the team and to have you involved. So exciting, but we are much less than 30 days away from the election day. So what's the plan of Viet Vote Houston to get out the vote for the upcoming days? Dr. Nanlan,
Tanga have a lot of plans.
Have a lot to say.
Anyone?
Sure, I can share some plans. Well, one of our biggest exciting event that's coming up, which is called our Boba and Ballots event, that is happening on October 25th on a Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. And this event is to highlight and promote the importance of early voting. Early voting starts October 20th, and that runs about a week right before our main election, which is November 4th. By talking to our audience, our community, the past year or so, we have a lot of people that always say, "Oh, I don't have time to vote." But legally, you are allowed to take off an hour, of time to go vote from your job. And also, this is why early voting is so important, because this gives you ample time to go vote, and you don't have to stand in a lot of very long lines. You can go to Harris Votes if you're living in the Houston vicinity area, and you can find any poll that is close to you by your workplace that you can hop in and out to go vote. You don't have to stand in any long lines. And the catch to go into this event, our boba and ballots event, is that we will be serving the community free boba with a limited supply, of course, first come, first serve, and reservations are needed. And just come sip some boba. We will learn about what is on the ballot, and after that, we will stroll to the poll and go vote at one of the polling stations close by. So October 25th, we hope to see everybody there.
Wow, sounds so fun.
And
I love
besides
to-
of all that, we were going to have also voter outreach at the senior center in the Northwest, in the Southwest, stroll to the poll with the seniors. And also we are planning to work with the Vietnamese Student Association at U of H, at Rice, and with some of our youth group to actually do a lot of phone banking, text banking, encourage more people to show up at the poll.
Awesome. Lots of opportunities for people to get out and make sure their vote count. Thank you. Now I'm curious, maybe I can ask the interest is Mayan and Ashley and Kevin. I'm curious if, since you guys are on the younger generation, if you meet like a younger student or a younger person who's not very enthusiastic about voting, what would you say to encourage them to show up?
I can share my my statement real quick. You see, I think that voting isn't just a right; it is a responsibility that is given to us. It's our unalienable right. So, it is the power for us to affect the future, to make things better or worse for our country and our fellow citizens. But with this right, it comes responsibility, right? And we need to use it, and we need to use it wisely. And I understand that sometimes the choices aren't really easy, but you cannot really make a change if you do not vote. And if you do not vote and you do not, share your voice, it can only get worse. So why not just go out there and share your voice so that you have the ability to make change? Any change is good change, right? Also, I'm a child of immigrant, as of many people in this live stream are, and my father didn't risk his life to come to this country for me to waste my privilege of being free and not use my civil responsibility to vote. Democracy only works if we allow it to work.
Awesome. Thank you. Those are very valid points that you share, Kevin. How about Mayan or Ashley? Anything else to add?
I'll go next. I would say the best way to engage with the youth is to try to speak in like their terms. Not like to be like brain rot or anything, but just try to speak to them as a person, try to relate to them. Because like we can all relate to a degree about having an immigrant parent or having to like translate for your parents for like government papers and everything and like that. And with those common experiences, it's always easier to relate to like Vietnamese Americans, is what Viet Vote Houston is like aimed towards. And with that, we just have to understand and just listen to them as a person, like, oh, why don't you want to be engaged? When you, like as Kevin said, like your parents didn't come over here to not vote. There's a reason why they came over here. And so now it's your time to like give back to your community and honestly give back in general.
Thank you. How about you, Mayan?
Yes. Yeah, like as I said like before, as a college student, like I can understand why young people don't want to vote, but I get that it might not feel like exciting or like it doesn't make a big difference with how like complicated and frustrating things can be. But the truth is that like your voice really does matter. Like no matter the election, like local or like national, like your vote can shape the decisions of like your everyday life, like things like student loans, healthcare, jobs, community like funds. It can all impact like your daily life and your future as well. So when young people skip voting, like other age groups can end up deciding our whole future for us. And then as Kevin said before, like it's kind of like a responsibility. Like when we show up to vote, we're saying this is what like I care about, this is what we care about. And even if you're not passionate about any like candidate, you can always just vote on like issues and local measures that still count.
That's Those are really, really great points, actually. Thank you so much. I hope everyone that's watching, especially if you're young, then you can kind of really see why it's so important for you to get out and make your voice be heard, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our audience. Does anyone have any question or comment? Please enter into the field. There, we have Chang Nguyen. Says very proud of the Viet Vote VH, yes, Viet Vote Houston team, and always ready to support. Thank you. So once again, if anyone has any comments or anything to share with us, please type it in. And while we wait, on behalf of the Viet Vote Houston campaign, we sincerely thank you, everyone, for joining us to officially kick off the Viet Vote Houston campaign. In the upcoming months, we hope that you will sign up to volunteer with us to participate in the community outreach events. Lots of fun and amazing events coming up, as well as the text banking, phone banking, and canvassing. If you do have questions, please feel free to contact us at vietvotehouston@gmail.com. Now, do we have any final words of encouragement to our voters? Maybe I invite Ms. Tanga, Ms. Tunley, and Dr. Lan to share.
Sure.
Tenga,
yeah.
can you talk about the video contest a little bit for everybody to hear?
Sure. Definitely. I have one last thing that I wanted to do, which is we will announce our Labubu winner from the Vit Culture Fest raffle. And also, we would like to invite everyone and invite your friends to be a part of our video contest. Our Viet Vote Houston video contest has prizes adding up to $1,000 worth of prizes. And it's really simple for the youth right now. We have first prize $500, second place $300, and third place $200 for the best video. And we want to see what does voting mean to you. And you can check out our website to see what are the how to submit your video, and that would be vietvotehouston.org, and that would be it. And then I can do a quick raffle right now for our Labubu.
Wow, you're gonna do it right now?
Sure. So I can share my screen.
And while Tenga doing that, we just want to remind you that you are invited to our Boba and Ballot event on October 25th at Saigon Matcha, located right next to the Wells Fargo Bank, located on a Corporate Drive in Bel Air. Okay, so come out and join us. It's going to be fun. We will have a free boba, and then we discuss what's on the ballot, and then all of us will stroll to the poll, and all of us will go early voting.
Awesome. How about Ms. Tunley?
A couple events coming up that the Viet Vote Houston team, VCSA, ICEVN, going to be out on the ground to meet and to share the experience as well as to help and support. If you have any question this weekend at TMT Moon Festival that they do another one, it's right on Bel Air toward to Kirkwood area. We're going to have a team out there to sign up for the Boba Ballot to explain and to answer your question about the video contest, as well as information that we're going to share with you guys. Same thing with KD Asian Town. They have another event on the 11 and 12. We will have a team be out there as well. So stop by, say hi, give some love to all of our volunteers, and learn more about voting in these elections and the time, location that we can share with you all. But I do hope that everybody listens or seen this video or just be aware of the election this year, even though it's not the presidential campaign, but in the end, it is the important issue that related to our daily life, especially there's several bond propositions and also issue that related to our daily life, our school, our tax money, everything related to the local level. This time you have to be aware and you have to make sure that you go out and vote for it. And that's going to impact on your life for the next many, many years when these are passed.
That's right. Thank you so much for that. Ms. Tenga, are we ready for the raffle?
Sure. I'm just gonna record it on my screen and then I'm just gonna raffle. But basically, I don't think it's gonna do it in because we're online. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spin this right now because we are having a little bit of issue.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spin it. We
I
have a
was
little.
excited to see who's going to win the La Boo Boo.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh yeah,
How
yeah.
many
Yeah.
entries?
Okay. I don't know, around 100 or so, but basically, let's spin it.
Yeah.
Yay, let's see.
It's gonna land.
let's-
It's gonna
yeah.
land. It's gonna land.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Noel Trương.
ah.
Noel Trương. Congratulations, Noel Trương.
congratulations. So I'll be reaching out to Noel Jung to claim your prize of your free Labubu that you stopped by our booth, had some conversations with our staff, and also pledged to vote. So thank you so much for all of our audience and everyone that stopped by our booth at the Viet Cultural Fest. Please come by the next events, and we look forward to seeing everyone.
Amazing. See, you got to show up to all these
Yeah.
events. This is how you get to win, right? And you
Right.
get free boba and you get many cool other things and meet new friends and learn more about, the community as well too. So once again, thank you everyone, especially our guests here and everyone that's joining us online. Once again, thank you for joining us at our live kickoff of Viet Vote Houston, and we hope to see you at all of our future events. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.